Welcome everyone to Bonifabcustom. Today we're going to be continuing with our custom-made aluminum trailer. Last week we coped everything, got the frame done, and we tacked together the sides. Today we're going to start off with welding everything. There's going to be a lot of welding. So let's get right into the welding. So I need to cut off about 12 inches from this center beam on the trailer. Now, how would you do this? I'm going to show you my way of doing it. I guess you can use a grinder wheel or cut off. You can use a jigsaw or a sawzall to cut this off, but I want to do it the easiest way in my shop, and I want it half decently square. So this is how I do it. Okay, so now I have the tongue in, the hydraulic actuated one, and I'm going to put 2 braces in now. And I roughed out some 2x4 aluminum. And what I do is I drew a line from 12 inches in from the outside, and I'm just going to set that on top to the place or to the location I want it to. And then I'm going to draw lines underneath it and then cut those angles on it. I find this the easiest way to figure out the front piece, especially those 2 angles, because they actually are different angles. It's not exactly on a 45, so they are different. So this is the wiring I put into trailers, and you can see it's a braided steel. It's a beautiful wire, thick gauge. I really don't put anything cheap inside the trailers. This wire like this lasts longer than the life of the trailer. So we have it wired up now. I cut out the holes with the jigsaw for the rear tail lights, and I 3D printed some housings for the marker lights on the sides. We have all that wired up, ready to go. Now I'm going to make a tailgate, and this one's going to be approximately the width of the trailer, about just under 7 feet wide and 4 feet in length. And I'm going to put a little ramp on there. I'm going to make it all out of 2x2 tube. So let's get into that part of the build. Got the tailgate all together. And now I'm going to tack it up and start welding on my fixture table here. On my welding table, I guess. It's all made out of 2x2 square tube aluminum. And it has a 1/4 inch wall. So it's a lot thicker for the ramp. So I'll weld this all together. We'll put a little bit of checker plate on the bottom and then some expanded metal and aluminum to finish it all off. have the tailgate done. I'm going to make some hinges up and mount that to the back of the trailer. Now for the inside of those walls, those round tube walls we made, I'm going to be putting this aluminum checker plate. Now it's only 1/16 in thickness, but we're going to support it by each one of those upright rails. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it to fit, put it in there, and I'm going to rivet it with aluminum rivets on the inside so you don't see it. But the outside, you'll see this really nice polished checker plate. So let's get that all installed. All the inside checker plate for the walls are installed. Now, I also installed the axles. I forgot to film that part of it, but I put in 4 3,500-pound torsion axles, really nice ones with hydraulic brakes.
and they basically mounted to the frame rails. 2 bolts on the front frame rail, to the side outside frame rail, and 2 bolts on the inside frame rail, all held in by 5/8 grade 5 bolts. Really nice, fit up nicely. And also I purchased fenders. I was going to build fenders, but I had the ability to purchase a couple of fenders. I just sent them out for powder coat and installed them too. They fit perfectly, look beautiful. I had them powder coated silver to match the aluminum. Now what I'm going to do is I want to put the deck on, and I'm going to be doing that with some deck board, and it's pressure treated deck board. Now because the frame rails are 18-inch between those 2 rails, I need to make the deck board fit in between. So I'm going to have to cut some of the deck board. I'm going to cut about 1/2 inch from each deck board to make 4 of those deck boards fit in between those frame rails, so it looks really nice. The frame rails are going to be exposed on the top, and then you're going to have that pressure treated lumber in between. It's going to look really nice. So let's cut some of this deck board to size and then install it to finish off our trailer. Deck boards are in, trailer's done, turned out really nice. I hope you like this build. If you have any questions on, say, parts of the build that you want to maybe build yourself, or some other insight to parts of it, or what I use, materials, other things like that, just email me at bonifabcustom@gmail.com, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and push that button for notifications for more fabrication videos just like this. We'll see you next time.